This is the first post-track ride for Divine Exchange, who's a 16 two-hand, 8-year-old thoroughbred mare. And funny story, well, first of all, I love this horse. She's absolutely lovely. And I'm really having a real love affair with red mares lately. I've been absolutely adoring all the red mares I've gotten into my barn in the last few months. And hilariously, so I bought this mare on her pedigree alone. And but then I got a few more horses and I sort of forgot about her pedigree and she showed up and I love her head and her and I liked her immediately on the ground. I liked her look, I liked her personality and all the things, but I actually totally forgot what her pedigree was. And I rode her today. She's been here for 2 days and I really haven't done anything with her, but she just seems so mature, which makes sense because she's 8 and she's run 46 times, that I just thought I would get on just to see what she's all about. And so we just took a little bit of video. This is just a very light introductory ride. And just now I looked up her pedigree so I would know what I was talking about as I made this video, and I was reminded of her pedigree, and it's just absolutely no surprise that I adore her so much. So she's by Verrazano, and I've not had a Verrazano in quite a while, but every time I have one, they're always magnificent. And I've been lucky enough to sit on quite a few of them. And she's out of a Broken Vow mare, so really, really well bred mare. And she just goes gorgeously. Of course, as you're seeing, we're tracking to the right here. The right is her little bit harder direction right now. She's just not sure about getting up off that right shoulder and finding some flexion in her rib cage around my inside leg. So she's going to spend the next couple days doing some really slow, mostly walking, a little bit of trotting rides, working on getting some bend to the right and getting a little bit lateral off my legs, and I'm sure she'll pick it right up. But I mean, obviously, this is how she's going in her first post track ride. I rode her for 10 minutes. I didn't want to do a big ride because it was the end of the day. I was tired, and she's only been here for 2 days, and I honestly have not done a thing with her yet. So I just sort of felt like, if it's not going to go great, that's fine. It doesn't need to. We'll just say we'll come back to this another day. But then, much to my delight, I mean, she just immediately figured out the contact and there's just nothing not to love about her. So I'm absolutely thrilled with her. And I'm so happy she's in my barn. And I'm feeling quite smart about my choice on pedigree. I just always love a Verrazano. So she's a great size. She needs some weight. She's thin. So I'm feeding her a bunch. She's eating very well. So I'm sure we will get to gaining weight here. But she's racing fit. She just ran on October 12th. She had 8 starts this year. She has 46 total career starts. Her legs look fantastic. The only thing about her legs, and this is really a cosmetic blemish, is just that she's got some tendon sheath fluid around her fetlocks. A little bit on both sides, maybe a little bit more on her right side. This tends to just be a cosmetic blemish, but of course I'm noting it, and there are pictures of it in her Flickr album. She's obviously extremely sound, and I had an old horse years and years ago, my prelim horse from a decade ago, and he had huge tendon sheath fill around his fetlocks, and it was just totally irrelevant. It was just a cosmetic blemish. But anyway, other than that, her joints look great. She's obviously very sound. Actually, she arrived with really long toes, shoes falling off. And so she just got done this morning. She was excellent for the farrier. And I'm just actually so impressed that she is sound because he had a lot to do and he took off quite a bit of foot. And there's quite a bit of work to do with her feet to get them looking back nice, which he did. But it's just so impressive that she was feeling good on them after all of that change. And of course, also just newly barefoot behind today as well, because she still had her racing plates on all 4 feet when she came. So really exceptionally lovely mare. I'm very excited to have her. She has a big old head and big ears, and I don't know what it is. Something about a red mare with big ears is just one of my all-time favorite character traits. And she just has such a wise head, and I don't know, there's just something about her eye. She just seems just so intelligent and really a kind horse. I just absolutely love her. If only I could keep them all. So I'm really excited about her. She's going to spend the next couple of rides just sort of getting lateral and working on the bend, really slowly at the walk and a little bit at the trot. And then she'll be back for another video. But yeah, I think that this mare is really exceptionally nice.